apologize.
I'm not walking your way.
With you.
Well,
Hold on. I'm still pissed that you took the idol off of me anyway in the first place.
You shouldn't have
can
found
you
it.
shut up?
No. This was rigged.
Well,
It was
Another
rigged. You
favorite.
voted me out.
another favorite is gone, and it's 2 and 2. But I know, and you all know, it's not going to play out like that.
Let me see one of those.
Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Way to
See
go,
one of those
Alan.
items.
You just danced
Actually,
yourself.
wait.
Nick.
We're doing
me
our
see
next immunity challenge right now.
Oh.
Nick.
Sit back down. And Sarah,
Nick.
I will take that back.
Nick, let me see one of those idols.
All right, guys.
Sorry.
Immunity is on the line once again, right after Josh just got blindsided. So, you're going to be answering questions about yours truly. If you get the question right, you earn an X. This X will be given to somebody. If somebody gets 3 X's, they're out of the game.
Can you get negative X's? Like if
No.
you miss it?
The twist. The jury is going to be playing this game as well.
Oh, snap.
If they win, they will choose which of the 4 of you will win immunity.
Oh, I thought one of us could come back in the game.
They can be X'd out of this immunity challenge just like you all. They are just a regular player. So, the first question shouldn't come as a surprise. Nick's favorite Survivor moment was A, Josh getting voted out with an idol, B, Blair's blindside in Heroes vs. Villains, C, Heroes vs. Villains first challenge, or D, Chooch's blindside.
What was
Jury, I need to see your answer. You're all wrong.
No.
The
that's
answer
not
was D, Chooch's blindside.
Why did I get to vote?
Because you're sharing. You're both playing the same thing. You're the jury.
Oh, well, that's
We all
bull.
picked A.
All right. We all know.
I figured Nick would
Scratch out your answers. Second question. We all know the answer. Nick likes women with A, big lips, B, nice tuchus, C, lazy eye, D, all the above. Jury and Fran, you're both right. Yes, I like lazy eyes.
Come on.
B, all of the above.
Kind of weird.
Fran, who do you want to give your X to? Hurry.
Josh.
To the jury? Okay.
Why would you do that? I told you
Josh.
Blair's gonna win.
Blair's gonna win.
Blair, take an X.
All right, next question. Scratch out your answers. This shouldn't be a surprise. Nick's favorite casino game is A, Pie Gal Poker, B, Blackjack, C, Texas Hold'em No Limit, or D, Mississippi Stud.
Can you repeat the answer?
A, Pie Gal Poker, B, Blackjack, C, Texas Hold'em No Limit, or D, Mississippi Stud. All right, Ellen, Blair, jury. You're all right. It is Blackjack. Sarah, I know I'm a stud, but I don't really like Mississippi Stud.
Ellen, give it to Blair.
One.
So he'll be out.
What?
Jury
Give
gets
your
second
Blair.
X.
You don't want X's.
You don't want X's.
Oh, okay.
Blair. Ellen, did you give your X to
Yeah.
Blair? Blair, you're out of the challenge. You don't get to answer anymore. Jury has 2 X's. They're the only one with. Question 4. Of the following, which scares Nick the most? What am I scared of the most?
What? I'm Muslim.
What am I scared of the most? A, bees, B, clowns, C, public speaking, or D, airplanes? And when you all answer and you get X's, please sit down and I will tell who to go first to get X's. Fran, you're the only one.
Fran, you vote that jury out.
What's she? What?
I object that question.
I did.
You were more afraid of clowns than you were.
I hope you. I'm not voting for you in the jury. You deserve to lose this
Jury,
game.
You're more
I
afraid
have
of
never
clowns
seen
than
a
bees.
more poorly played game in my life.
You're more
Josh,
afraid of clowns.
please.
You're just upset because you got voted
All right,
out.
question
I mean,
5.
I don't just don't want you and Sarah to
Josh,
get
Josh, please. Josh,
Oh,
Josh,
okay, whatever.
Josh,
You don't want
please.
Blair.
Dude, just read your question.
A for true, B for false. Nick liked the first season of our sister show, Big Brother, better than the second.
Oh. Here we go.
No, you guys wrote F. I'm assuming it's false. I said A for B for B. A for true, B
I
for
wrote
false.
false B.
But the answer is true. Nostalgia. Here's a random one. Which Lost episode did Nick like the most? A, Stranger Things to Come. B, The End. C, The Incident. Or D, This Place is Death.
I know this too.
Josh, what do you think it is by
It's
chance?
the.
It's the incident.
The incident. You're all wrong.
Wasn't that the one where Charlie died? You like that one the best.
That is the episode that made me stop watching.
You also like lazy-eyed women.
Yeah.
Anyone who
Not
knows
really,
Nick should
yeah,
know
it's
his
like-
favorite element. A, uranium. B, neptunium. C, plutonium. D, curium.
What were they?
A, uranium. B, neptunium. C, plutonium. D, curium. Sarah. Plutonium. Who are you giving it to? Sarah. Who are you giving it to?
That's what I thought it was.
You said you're in.
Ellen.
No,
Sorry.
I said plutonium.
Alright. Of the following, which way does Nick best like his eggs? I don't like any of these. A, poached. B, over easy. C, hard boiled. D, over hard. I don't like any of them, but which one will I eat if forced to?
Same again.
Say them again.
Poached, over easy, hard boiled, over hard.
I don't remember the letters.
So, Ellen and Fran, you each get
Hard boiled?
over easy.
Why are we getting X's if we're getting them right?
No, you're giving it
This is somebody else.
Oh.
You have your right.
How are you giving yours? Well, I was gonna give mine to you. You just want to give it to Sarah?
If you both give it to Sarah, you both go to the tiebreaker.
It would be useless to not like. It's either gonna give it to each other or give it to Sarah.
Or you can give it to each other.
Yeah.
It would be useless.
Well, you could
Why?
you could say,
Yeah.
Fran, if you give me
No,
my
you-
ex.
No, you have an egg.
Yeah,
I
you
gave
have.
mine
She
to
gave it
you.
to you.
But so why would we not keeping this?
You give it.
No,
if you both
you
give it to
have to give it
Sarah,
away.
you
Yeah.
and Fran will be in the tiebreaker. If
Here's-
not, you can
here's
say,
the thing,
Fran,
if
if
you
you
both
don't give
give
it
it
to
to
Sarah,
me-
I'm giving you mine, and Sarah will win.
Then
If
I
you
still-
give it-
That way you have leverage.
If you give
Come
it,
on,
if you give it
people.
to me, if you
You'll
both give it to
have
me,
to.
I'll have two. If she gives it to you, now you have two. It doesn't matter which one you give it to.
But
That's
if
what I
whoever
mean.
has no X's wins after
Steph,
this.
give it to whoever you want.
Ellen
She's
has
gonna
Basically what it
win.
boils down to.
Somebody's
No,
gonna-
not
if you give her
necessarily.
an
No,
X.
if you give her an X.
Yes, you can make Sarah win. if
So
she
write
gives you
down
mine.
who you want to give an X to.
Or I could just give it to the person I would give it to.
Just give it to the person you want to give it to. Thank you.
Fran, who are you giving it to?
Okay.
Fran, you win immunity.
Trying to knock somebody else.
Fran, you
Dude,
had
my-
an integral part in the vote last time. You were the swing vote.
Blair,
And you now have immunity, so you're safe. How does that make you feel?
where does he come up
You're in
with
the
these
top
questions?
three.
Balls deep.
Okay. For the rest of you, I have to ask, do you just assume you get into the top three?
You know what assuming
And-
does.
You know, you think, okay, I'm in the top three, I'm good to go.
It's anyone's game right now.
Do you just assume that? Sarah, you've seen the show. What do you think of all this?
I think it's been pretty fun.
Okay, Ellen, of the thing that I just mentioned,
Solid
what do
answer.
you make of it?
I wasn't listening to the question.
Do you just assume that if you make it in the top three, then you're good to go?
Dude,
That's it?
where does
No.
he come up with these
Because
questions?
doesn't the jury have to pick at that point?
Well, you're in for a surprise, and I think we all are after this vote. Fran, you have individual immunity. You can keep it or give it to somebody else.
Fran, I'm gonna keep it.
I need your decision.
You gonna keep it?
You're gonna keep it or
I can keep it.
you're gonna keep it? Okay.
She was always.
I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person who voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Ellen. Second vote, Sarah. One vote Ellen, one vote Sarah. Third vote, Ellen. So, if this vote is for anybody but Ellen, then we'll have a tie and we'll draw for rocks. Fourth person voted out, and the fourth member of our jury, Ellen. Bring me your torch.
I really hope Blair gets in there.
Ellen,
You're the only one that deserves it
try this vote.
so far. What did you do? You won immunity. What?
Yeah,
They
you
gave
lost.
him your rock.
You lost. Get over it.
Well, you guys did what I thought nobody could have done. You got out the final three of heroes versus villains. Three of the most manipulative people to ever play, but I think they just got trumped. So, grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Yeah, I did.
You're not done playing just yet.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for your final immunity challenge?
Yep.
First things first, Fran. I'll take it back. Once again, and for the last time, immunity is up for grabs. All you're going to be doing is balancing the ping pong balls on the plate. If after a minute nobody has lost, the ball's fallen off, or you've touched them, you will all race down to the jungle gym. The first person to touch the mulch will win. All right.
Do we have to keep our balls?
Yes. And whoever's the last standing with their balls will still win. All right, so get ready and go. 1 minute. Fran, your dreams are gone. "30 seconds have passed, so it looks like you're gonna have to get ready to go. 20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. When I hit 1, go. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Go. If your ball falls off, you lose. Blair loses. Sarah wins final immunity. Her second immunity challenge. Sarah, with this around your neck, you are in the top 2, and you will choose who you want to sit next to in the finals. I'll see you all at Tribal Council tonight. We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Jake, Drew, Josh, and Ellen voted out the last Tribal Council.
Nice.
Sarah, you have all the power tonight. You're the only person that has to vote. Where does your allegiance fall? Fran was the swing vote. She was an integral part. Blair's been your companion this entire time. So, how do you choose between somebody who you've been aligned with and somebody who pretty much helped you get to where you are?
I mean, it's by chance, but I mean, voted for the same people, but it's definitely for a while since she was
Okay. Well, I'm going to give those two a chance to prove their case to you. Blair, you're first.
You should allow me to join you because I helped you demolish the powerhouse players that are over here. That Jake, all of them.
Fran?
Sarah, I'm just gonna say to you that it doesn't matter who you vote for because I think you're awesome no matter what.
Aw, that's really cute.
I'll just leave.
Alright, well, Sarah, you're now going to choose, since Blair can only vote for Fran and Fran can only vote for Blair, you will choose who you want to vote out to be the final member of the jury and who you want to sit next to in the top 2. Go ahead and cast the owner. I'll go get the vote.
That's why I like it too high up.
Yeah, like a penguin.
Once the vote is read, the decision is final. The person who voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the vote. Fifth person voted out of Survivor fans versus favorites, and the final member of our jury. Fran. Sorry, bring your torch.
Nick, sorry. Someone's here.
So what?
Fran.
Oh, so it's another thing, Jeff. I mean, there's a huge litter pile out there.
Well, Sarah, Blair, you've made it as far as you can go in this game. In Survivor history, it's the only final two exist. So pat yourself on the back. You're gonna have to face a very bitter jury right now, though. So, Blair and Sarah, you will each have to answer to the jury one at a time to plead your case on why you deserve the $225. Drew, you're up.
You said million.
You said million.
Drew, you're up first.
You owe me $500.
I prefer.
How much do you owe me?
Oh,
That much.
still going. I can't.
Jake, you're up.
Blair, why do you think you should win? Because I've been blindsided many times before, and I feel like I'm going to again. So, America. Because Obama sucks.
Fran, you're up. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Ask some good ones.
Sarah, if you win, what are you going to do with $25?
Cash it in $1 bills and then make it rain on some bitches.
But why would you pick me? Why not Claire?
Well, it's thicker than water, honey.
Josh, you're up last.
You good?
Sarah, why did you take Blair to the end when you knew he had a better chance of getting votes than Fran?
I didn't know that. Stupid.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have said that when $25 is on the line, but to each his own. Anyway, it's time now for the jury to make their decision on who will win the $25. Remember, you're each going to go up. You're voting for a winner. Okay? And Fran, you're up first.
You played a good game.
For the last time, I'll go tally
got
votes.
the first episode got like a couple of thousand comments on YouTube.
Yeah, someone said, why isn't this on TV?
I know you guys would love to see these votes, but it's gonna have to wait. I'll see you at the live reunion in Smock.
Smack! Just multiply that sound like 3 times.
Plug for himself.
Welcome to the Survivor
I'm
reunion.
really thirsty.
I have to say, I didn't think anything could come close to heroes versus villains, but this season was pretty spectacular. I have people talking to me on the street saying what a blindside it was to see Josh getting voted out. But I will read the votes because one of you two, the Howards, will be a winner of $25. Alright, and remember, these are votes for a winner, so you'll want to see your name on the parchment. First vote. Blair. Second vote. Sarah. 1 vote Blair, 1 vote Sarah.
Is that right?
Huh?
Third vote. Blair.
Ooh. Thank you.
Fourth vote. Sarah.
Ooh.
2 votes Blair, 2 votes Sarah.
It's coming down to
1 vote left.
This stuff do that? Fans sucks good.
Just the first bit. He mixed it up.
The winner of Survivor, fans versus favorites, and the winner of $25. Blair.
Woo!
Blair, go hug your family.
You're not siblings. You're not siblings.
Oh, we're
with
not
the show.
siblings.
He said family.
Oh yeah.
That was the most awkward.
Alright, yet again, the gloves are coming off. It's time for the Survivor reunion.
Good game, man.
So,
Wait, can they all sit closer together?
I really have to commend you on your
Sit
game.
down.
Because
You can be in it, too.
you were the quiet
don't think
person
that'll
that didn't really seem like they made alliances, but you actually were a pivotal part of almost every vote after the merge. So, pat yourself on the back, honestly. What do you think your biggest downfall was? Was it sticking with Blair and Sarah and not siding with Ellen?
I kind of regret staying with Blair and Sarah.
You do.
But there really wasn't any other way around it, so
Okay,
I knew
well,
it was coming to an end eventually.
you did make it to the top 3. You beat out the person sitting next to you who has never been voted out until this season.
That's why you got voted out, Jake.
Jake. First person voted out. Oh, the mighty have fallen. Any regrets?
What?
Any regrets?
No, not really.
Well, I mean, one thing I have to say is I'm surprised you didn't side with Josh and Ellen because you blindsided Blair with them the first time.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Okay.
That wasn't my fault.
Well, I have to ask
I voted for
Ellen,
Blair.
why did you choose Jake over Blair? Or why did you choose Blair over Jake? I'm sorry.
What?
In the first vote, why did you choose Blair to stay instead
We were
of
gonna
Jake?
get rid of Blair first.
Because, well, no one told me that. Josh just told me to vote for Jake because he
Oh.
won over lunch.
$30 on it.
Okay,
That
so that's another interesting point in why didn't you keep the person that you knew
How to
would
play.
help,
I knew how to play.
would not stab you in the back? I don't think Jake. Would you have stabbed Josh and Ellen in the back?
Hindsight is 2020.
I guess we'll never know.
Hindsight is 2020. Honestly, that's a very good point.
He wouldn't.
I know.
Drew, the only fan voted out before the merge. Actually, the only fan voted out before the top 3, even. What do you have to say? What do you take from this experience? Well, I'm glad you had fun with it.
Yeah.
It was an early exit, but, that's the game.
Lesson learned.
Lessons learned.
Yeah.
Sarah. You didn't win. You lost to Blair.
Mm-hmm.
You did win 2 immunity challenges, though, after the merge, individual. So, again, like Fran, pat yourself on the back.
Thank you.
But one thing I have to ask is, why didn't you take Fran? Who on the jury? Okay, so, Blair, you're now on the jury. Fran, you're in the final 2. Who would have voted for Fran instead of Sarah?
What?
That literally would have been my decider. If she would have voted for Blair, I would have voted for her.
So, if Fran would have been in the final 2 with Sarah, who would vote for Fran?
I would have voted for Fran.
Fran so Ellen and Josh would have voted for Fran?
No, I would have voted for Sarah because she would have blindsided Blair at the end.
Oh. Okay, well, there you have it, Sarah.
Sorry, Fran.
Josh. So, how differently would you have played the game? Because at the final 5 vote, if Ellen had given you her idol, she would have been the one voted out after the revote. Do you think you could have won this game instead of her?
No, I honestly think we lost it back when we voted Jake out because I didn't think about the siblings on different teams kind of played a big impact in the merge.
They pretty much drove a tractor through this entire game. They moved those no way.
Wait, but you can only fit one person on the tractor.
Well, the Howards figured it out.
Ooh,
And Blair,
good
to
point.
get the check, you won. You are the sole survivor. And the
Oh, let's
winner
see
of
this check.
$5.
Carry on our legacy, brother.
You also get
Blair, you're rich.
rights that come along with it.
You're rich.
Money, money, money.
What are you gonna do now, Blair?
I'm going to Disneyland.
I'm going to Disney World.
And Blair, another
Soul Survivor.
Is that what it says?
Another thing I'd like to add, Jake, winner of Big Brother 2 Fans vs. Favorites, Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, but not the winner of Survivor Fans vs. Favorites. That's Blair.
It's this guy.
Hold it up like it's one of his big checks.